a $10,000 lap for halfway. I think Earnhardt right now shows a lot of muscle. I think he'll be there at the end. If he don't have trouble, I look for the man in black to do well.
Well, there's only 37 cars he's got to beat. That's the size of the lead draft, and look at this. 4 wide, and down in the grass goes one car.
That's Wally Dallenbach there.
Let's see if he can straighten out. He knows. Caution is out.
And they'll race back to the flag. These are all lead lap cars in the front, so no challenge. Dallenbach slides up the hill and slides back down just in front of Darrell Waltrip. He must have got nudged off the grass coming off turn 2 and rode the dirt all the way down the backstretch. John Andretti leads them across the line as we're under caution for only the second time today. Wally Dallenbach from Basalt, Colorado, likes his off-road riding and his ski-doing, but not that kind of off-road ride.
Mike, that was hair-raising. When you leave that surface over there and start bouncing through that dirt, it looks very smooth up here. It's very pretty, but it is rough down there. You could see the car jumping and bouncing as it went down through the grass. It lost traction. He was just along for the ride.
Car looks okay as it comes around, and I believe Dallenbach will stay on the lead lap.
Yes, I don't think he did not lose a lap. He's 37.
What he's trying to do right now, I think he has a flat tire there. You see it coming apart as he starts down in the corner there, but he's trying to get back to the cars that are under yellow so he can come in and change tires and not lose the lap.
Second caution of the day. Wally Dallenbach back straightaway. One of the 3 Felix Sabata's cars in this race. You can see the left front's flat and damaged.
Yeah, there is damage to the hood there. It looks like it's sticking up, Mike.
That's the pitfalls of trying to get back with the tire coming apart like that. Look at the damage to the left front and right front corner. Look at the fender on the right front there. It is torn completely off almost.
And those tires are just beating that sheet metal to death there.
Ned, I'm going to speculate that as you come down through that infield grass, there are a couple of paved access roads that lead out to the racetrack. And when you're going 180 miles an hour, hit like one of those right there, and you hit one of those, it's like hitting a curbing. It could well have just taken and blown those 2 front tires right out.
Could have done it.
Because it looked like, as the car was rolling through the grass at first, that the tires were up.
Mike, you got to remember, he went back up on the racetrack and slid some 100 yards there.
True.
With the brakes locked up, too. That could also do it.
You're right. Pit stops for all the lead lap cars are in this time. Ralph.
John Andretti is in, and they're going to take just 4 tires on this car. Now, I want you to watch John Josie, the gas man, as he carries the can over. That can weighs 80 pounds. John has to come over a 3-foot wall and stick it into about a 2.5 to 3-inch diameter hole. This man is as athletic as any NFL lineman as he carries a big 80-pound can over the wall. The pit stop is complete. John Andretti, 4 new tires, no chassis changes. He's back underway. To Bill Stevens.
Well, Bill Elliott qualified 10th. He's been in the back of the pack. A pretty routine pit stop. They got 4 tires, the fuel, no chassis adjustments. And I asked Mike Beam, why is Bill staying so far back in the pack? He says Bill doesn't want to risk his track position right now. He has seen what's happened to other drivers. He doesn't want to fall into that trap. He's saving some for later.
John Andretti, who led them across the line, is the 13th different leader of this race. He led the most laps at Daytona in July. 5th time he's led this year. Here's what happened coming out of turn 2 to Wally Dallenbach.
Well, there he just shoots out of the pack. It's the green car.
Michael Waltrip pulled down. He tried to go on the inside, got a little too far over to the left there. Michael Waltrip was there, and he had to go into the grass. You can see that car jumping and bouncing through this dirt part. Now, right there, he loses control, spins back up on the racetrack. Very lucky nobody was coming at him.
Another look.
We'll take a look again. He's right in the middle of the pack. Here's the Michael Waltrip car, and the green car. See, he just shoots right out of there, as Buddy said. Michael made a move there, and Wallenbach, Wally Dallenbach. Sorry about that, Wally.
Right here, he gets sideways again, Ned, as he goes across the strip and right back up on the racetrack. Just imagine if somebody had been coming.
Well, there was. Darrell Waltrip was coming.
There's Ricky Rudd in the car number 10. Chad Little was coming up through there. Steve Grissom, Kevin LePage, Ted Musgrave.
There's Darrell and Jeff Bodine.
Yeah, but you could see the speed of the cars that did go by there. They realized there was a problem. They watched him spin all the way down the back straightaway there.
So we're under caution for the second time today, and Jimmy Spencer becomes the 14th different leader. Kick off your Saturday next week right here on CBS. It all begins with college football today. Then a doubleheader on NASDAQ college football. First, a Big East clash as the Miami Hurricanes take on the Boston College Eagles, followed by a key Southeast Conference battle as defending champion Florida takes on Auburn. That's next Saturday right here on CBS Sports. And tonight on CBS starts with 60 Minutes, followed by Touched by an Angel, and then the CBS Sunday movie Final Descent starring Robert Urich and Annette O'Toole. That's tonight on CBS. Let's show you what Bill Elliott drove through. Talk about track position.
Well, he sees the car about to come back across the racetrack, Mike. He said, which way do I go? I go low, very low.
Grab a gear and get back to the start-finish line.
Mike, it hadn't been but just a few seconds ago, Bill Elliott said, I don't want to get up in there. They're mixing it up too much. I'm going to stay back here. That's the trouble of being too careful on Talladega.
Wally Dallenbach in the garage. Bill Stevens.
Well, physically, Wally's okay, but you got to be disappointed to qualify 24th, but you had a pretty burly race car today.
Yeah, it was fun while it lasted. The guys did a good job. The car was awesome, and it was a blast. Just got into a deal in the backstretch. It, kind of got the left sides in the grass when I went to pull out in the 21 car. He moved down, and I moved further, and I was in the grass, and these things don't like the grass too much.
No, they're not lawnmowers. Dick Bergeron?
Well, Dale Earnhardt had his problems on that pit stop. He came in the front of the pack. He's sure not there now. He's running in 25th spot, and his crew is looking over the videotape replays of that pit stop. What happened? Earnhardt got blocked in by the 30, had to back the car up. That put him behind in the serial order. A little further up pit road, the 23, Jimmy Spencer, the car in the lead. He took only 2 tires. That's how he got there.
Thanks, Dick. There's a look at Earnhardt, who is back in 25th. There's a camera. You saw the view from John Andretti's pit, looking down on the top of the car. Those cameras are pole mounted. They hang out from the war wagon on pit road. And in each team, there's a look at the one on Dale Jarrett's pit. Now there's a VCR on each war wagon, so that after each pit stop, the team reviews the pit stop and replays it to see what they could have done better. And those are in use all up and down pit road. There's the VCR being re-cued.
And the war wagon, that's what we're talking about.
We're not the only ones that have instant replay. These teams have it too.
Okay, here's what we're talking about. They were talking about Dale Earnhardt getting caught behind Derek Cope in the car number 36. Had to back up, had to change gears back up. That cost valuable seconds. By that time, Cope was pulling out of the pits, but it was too late. See the other cars going by. Didn't cost him but a couple of seconds, but it cost him lots of positions.
Under the green flag here at Talladega, you can lose the length of a football field in a second. That's how fast they run. And under caution, you can lose a lot of track position when something happens. John Andretti came in first, went out 12th. Ernie Irvin came out 4th. Dale Jarrett 6th. Rusty Wallace back to 14th. And Mike Skinner backed up 2 spots.
Now that pit time that we're seeing there, that's not the time that they were actually stopped. That's the time they came on the pit road and went off the pit road.
Every time you hear one of us in the booth go, we're kind of thinking what Darrell Waltrip thought when we asked him about how unique Talladega Superspeedway is. We asked Darrell Waltrip, what's it like out there on the high banks of Talladega?
10 laps into this race, cars look like they've been running Martinsville. They got wheel marks all over the side of them. They've all been sideways, and you've already called in 5 times. Now, that's in 10 laps. In 5 times, you've already called in and said, oh, they're going to wreck. No. They didn't wreck that time. Maybe. No, wait a minute. No. Made again. That's what you do.
They've been doing it all day long here. They've been doing it for 102 laps. They'll do it for 86 more. We're just past halfway at the world's fastest speedway. You look over at Talladega Airport, and you look inside Bill Elliott's car, Ralph Shaheen.
Well, I'm with his crew chief, Mike Beam. Mike, what's the status of Bill's car?
Well, was trying to go there when the car got real loose. He said that, like he couldn't make up no time. So we put 4 tires on it and was in the back there. So we come back in, we made an air pressure change and a track bar change so we can try to get up front.
Ken Squire?
Watching how we're getting set on this restart lineup, and once again Bobby Labonte is up in the thick of it. He'll be starting 3rd on this restart in that green car as they're getting ready to come down.